How are you doing today? Good morning. Hi, good morning, Santosh, Sajia, Vipin, Shruti. Good morning. Thank you, Raj. Hi, Vishnu. Good. Fantastic. Okay, so let's jump on to the topic. So, guys, did you completed all your practicals on IAM? All are up to date? Okay. And what did we discuss in our last class? I think it's DevOps. All right. So today, let's jump on to the very important topic, which is EC2. All right. Okay. So let me share my screen. Can you please confirm? Can you see my screen and can you hear me well? Okay. EC2. So Chiti, what is the full form of EC2? Elastic Compute Cloud. Elastic Compute Cloud. So we know, guys, what do we do with the EC2? If someone is asking about EC2, what do you say? What is the first thing that you get in your mind? We can launch EC2 instances. We can launch EC2 instances. So do you all agree that in AWS, everything is a web service? EC2 is a web service, IAM is a web service, S3 web service, RDS web service. Everything is through web only, na? So this EC2 is also a web service. Can we say that from AWS? Yes. What does it provide? That provide resizable compute services in the cloud. Resizable meaning what? Can you tell me, can we launch a 4 GB EC2 instance just like that? Yes. Can we launch 100 GB just like that? Yes. Can you decrease to 2 GB just like that? Yes. So guys, that is called resizable. And can we launch how many EC2 instances all of a sudden from 1 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 40, 50, 60, just like that? Can we launch? Yes, we can do it. So that is called resizable here. So EC2 is a web service. See how easily I'm forming a definition from AWS that provides resizable compute services in the cloud. Here, good thing to remember is resizable. So now I'll write here, what do you mean by resizable? So do you all agree resizable, we call it as scale up, scale down, remember? Or can we call it as scale out and then scale in? Remember these topics? You tell me, what is this scale up and scale down called? Scale up, scale down is called what? Excellent. Scalability. What is scale out and scale in called? Elasticity. That meaning auto scaling. Meaning auto scaling. Getting it? This is what we have learned already. So IAM is global or regional. IAM is global. Whereas EC2, we learned this. EC2 is regional. EC2 is regional. And what are servers called here? Instances. We know that. What are server called? Instances. Okay, we are slowly going inside it. Now, let us talk about, guys, let me give you a small example here. What are the things that we can do with the EC2 instance? Guys, can we go and launch our EC2 instance? Do you remember those things? We can launch and it will be running. You can stop it, you can start it, you can reboot it, you can terminate it. Yes or no? We can do all these things, right? You can launch, then when you launch, it will be running. So guys, you tell me here, when it is running, it will be bill or not? Yes, it will be bill. Whenever you stop the EC2 instance, will it be billed? No bill, because it's just like your electricity power. Guys, you have a fan or you have a, whichever it is. So whenever you switch on the fan, then only your meter charges, right? So otherwise, whenever you start, obviously it will be bill. And whenever you reboot, no bill. But I don't talk about this now because you need many things to understand. And terminate, obviously meaning what? Terminate meaning kill or destroy. Whenever you kill or destroy, will there be any bill there? No bill. So when I was talking about the bill, I got this in the mind that example. Guys, everyone have a habit of eating pani puri. Hmm? Yummy, yummy pani puri for you. Yes. Let me give that example. So whenever you go to any pani puri guy, guys, can you tell me first of all, how many different types of customers that pani puri guy will get it? I'm not asking how many customers, I'm asking how many different types of customers. Many, right? I'll tell you a few customers. So let's say, for example, there is a first customer number one. What he'll do is, guys, all of a sudden he will have a feel to, he'll get a mood or he'll get demand that he need to go and eat pani puri. What he do? Directly he'll take the money. He'll directly go to that pani puri bhaiya, that the weapon that you call, right? And you go to that bhaiya and say that bhaiya, give me pani puri, and then that guy will give you pani puri, and you eat it, you pay it, and you go. That's it. No more talks. No more talks. So he come, he eat, he pay, and he go. This is one customer. There is also another type of customer, guys. So this customer, what he do is he don't eat it. He just stand there until everyone leaves. Did you saw this kind of people also? He'll just stand, he don't eat. He just stand until everyone leave. Once everyone left, what that guy will do, that guy will have a small dealing with that pani puri guy. And that guy will say that, Bhaiya, I'll come to you only. Daily I'll come to you only, or I'll eat here only. See, there is also another pani puri guy there. I don't go to him. I'll come to you only. I'll eat here only. I'll come daily. Why he's saying all these things? And he'll ask for discount. He'll ask for what? Discount. Why he's saying all this bullshit? Just to get the discount. Because right, he's saying that I'll come to you daily here only. I don't go here anywhere. So how does this Pani Puri guy trust him? What do the Pani Puri guy will ask to the customers? How does the Pani Puri guy will trust that person? Yes, advance. Very good. What is that? Advance. So Pani Puri guy will ask some advance from that customer saying that, okay, pay me 500 rupees and I'll give you a discount. My plate is not 20 rupees. Now it is only 10 rupees for you. Give me 500 advance and you come to me regularly. So guys, there is a commitment there. So like this, guys, there are different types of customer. So for Pani Puri guy itself, we have different type of customer. Just imagine how about the AWS. So for that reason, AWS came up with something called pricing models for the customers. Pricing models in AWS. So there are different types of pricing models in AWS, guys. So the first one that we're going to talk about is on demand. On demand instances. What is that? On demand instances. We remove the take chutki Sindhu, Ramesh Babu. Okay, remote. Write down on demand instances. On demand instances meaning, guys, so the first type of customers, whenever the customer need, he will go and launch the EC2 instance. Whenever the customer needs, he go and set up or launch the EC2 instance. He will use it, and he'll once the usage is done, once he don't need anymore, he'll just go and kill it. Simple. Come, create, use it, and delete it. Bas. On demand. Whenever there is a demand of the EC2 instance, you go and launch it, use it, and then kill it. Understood? Kill it. You understood? Yeah. So, guys, whenever you launch, so how does the pay model works here in AWS is pay as you go or pay as you use. So the price here in AWS is always like you need to pay on what you have used. That meaning pay as you use or pay as you go, whichever it is. So how much you need to pay and what is the period of paying it? Guys, payment here in EC2 is you need to pay every hour. Every hour. You need to pay every hour. So the payment here is like, guys, let's say, for example, I'll give you one example. See. So guys, I went and launched the EC2 instance and used for 5 minutes. I used for 5 minutes and then I have terminated it. Then again, I have launched one more EC2 instance and I have used for 5 minutes and then I have terminated. Can you tell me how much time that AWS has charged for me for this? How much time? Exactly. So how many hours? So I have got billed for 2 hours. Because I told you that it is every hour. So it doesn't matter if you launch it, if you have launched the EC2 instance and you have used only for 1 minute also and you terminated it, and you need to pay for that entire hour. And if you are using 59 minutes, or if I use 60 minutes and then 1 second, or 60 minutes or 1 minute, 60 plus 1 minute, then you have to pay for 2 hours. So guys, remember whether you have used it or not, whenever you launch the EC2 instance, 1 hour bill will get generated. So the pricing models is here at the moment with it based on the R in AWS. So here, yes, is based on the R. So on-demand instances, guys, you understood on-demand meaning, guys, it will have the fixed price. It will have the fixed price. That means you come here and how many hours that you have used and you pay for it. Yes, like internet caves, right? Internet centers. So we have a fixed price and you need to pay for it. How you need to pay? You need to pay hourly. So guys, the bill will be generated hourly, but you need to pay every month only. Okay. Yes. And then here you need to pay for what you have used. Pay for what you have used. Guys, do you have any commitments here in on demand? Any commitments? No commitments. Whenever he come and then he'll use it and he'll go. That's it. Do you need to pay any upfront payments like advance? No upfront payments. And can we say that I will be using only 2 GB or 4 GB? Only 2 GB and 4 GB? Any predictable usage here? No predictable. No predictable usage. No predictable usage. No predictable usage. Understood? Guys, is this clear getting it? Pricing models. So the person who want to use the on-demand instances, so what he do, he come and he launch the EC2 instance, and how many hours that he has used, you need to pay for that, and then go. That's it. Pay for what you have used, and no commitments. He's not committing that I will be using for these. I will be using for long time, short time. No, no commitments, no upfronts, no predictable usage. So this is for this kind of people. And then we have another one which is called reserve instances, another pricing model called reserve instances. Write down that reserve instances. Reserve instances meaning the second type of customer, guys. So reserve instances meaning this is, remember, long-term commitment. Yes, long-term commitment. So whenever you use the reserve instances, you are promising AWS that you will be using that EC2 instances for a long time. So if it is for long time commitment, definitely you need to pay. Guys, AWS is asking, okay, how long will you be with me, customer? AWS is asking, how long will you be with me, customer? And AWS is saying that, hey, customer, be with me for 1 or 3 years. How many? 1 or 3 years. Write down. 1 or 3 years. So reserve instances, you need to reserve it for how many years? 1 or 3 years. So guys, reserve meaning, so you're not using, you're not paying for the fixed price like hourly. So, and you are not terminating it. You need to use it for 1 or 3 years. So if you're using for 1 or 3 years, AWS is giving you a nice discount. But remember, you need to pay upfront for this. Yes, you need to pay for upfront payment is there, definitely. You can pay complete payment or you can do a partial payment as well. Guys, whenever you pay upfront, definitely there will be a discount. Na? Do you imagine how much discount that AWS is giving? It's very huge. 75% discount on hourly price. So if you're paying 10 rupees, then you need to pay only 2.5 rupees once you go for the reserve instances. 75% discount if you commit it for 1 or 3 years. Getting it? And it is predictable usage. That meaning if you're using for 1 year or 3 years, will you keep on jumping for 2, 4, 8, 10, like 15, 16 GBs? No, no, it is like predictable usage. If you're going for 4 GB, just go it and then use it for predictable usage. You reserve it for that. Right? And here we have different types of reserve instances, guys. So number one, we call it as standard reserve instances and convertible reserve instances and scheduled reserve instances. There are three types. Standard meaning the one which I'm saying that 75% discount wala. Whereas convertible meaning, you might have a doubt that if I use 4 GB RAM for 1 year, in between I need to increase it, then how? In that, if you have this kind of requirement, go for this convertible to change the capacity of the instance anytime. Then go for convertible. Schedule meaning, sometimes guys, you need to you need to reserve it for short period. So if you want to go for it, reserve reserve it for fraction of a day or a week or a month max. Guys, understood everyone on the reserve instances? Everyone, CC, non-IT? Okay, nice. Yes, it's predictable. Very good. So this is on the reserve instances. This is on the reserve instances. So there is also something else that AWS has came up with, and that is called spot instances. Write down. What is that? Spot instances. So guys, have you heard about bidding auctioning? Right? So here also, guys, AWS has so much of thing, guys. Yeah, entire infrastructure. And let's say, for example, you have launched a 16 GB EC2 instance. Can you tell me, will you always be using 16 GB all the time? No, no. Just imagine how many thousands of hundreds of thousands of customers are there, and they have the machines, and they are not using their resources properly. So AWS came up with something like, okay, there are so much of unused resources. Let me go and start bidding it. So those who want to bid it, let's say, for example, I say that, hey, I need 100 GB EC2 instance for 1 rupee. Can we bid it? Yes. Who stop you? Who will stop you? Guys, you might have seen in many movies also, right? Bidding. There will be a nice donkey or dog picture. Huh? And then people start. People say that, okay, this will start from 5,000. This will start from 5,000, right? And then AWS will also fix a price for that particular thing. Like, okay, if you want to go for 100 GB, this is the minimum price. And it is fixed like 5,000. So can anyone go and bid it for 4,000? Can anyone can go and bid it for 4,000? No, no. The benchmark itself is 5,000. How can you go and bid it for 4,000? Right? No. So from 5,000, you can bid it for 5,001 rupees. Start with the 5, right? So like this, so whoever has a good bidding, so the EC2, the diagram, I mean, the painting will go to that person. Here also here, so whoever is bidding nicely, the machine will go for that. So whenever you get anything, guys, whenever in interview or certification question, whenever you get really anything related to bidding and auctioning, then go for spot instances. So guys, you will get a huge capacity for cheaper price if you get it, right? You get it for cheaper price, you will get it. And you will get here 90% discount, because if no one is bidding for that machine particularly, then you will get it the huge machine for cheaper price. Will it be long time for you this? Will you keep your application which is for long time for using, will you use spot instances? No. For long time, go for on-demand or reserves per spot. If you want to do a large computation, for large work in limited time, then go for spot. You will get it for cheaper price. And then there is something called dedicated host. Right on. The name itself is saying, guys, dedicated host. The name itself is saying. Remember host machines that we learned in our back days? Let's say, for example, here we have, okay, let's take two host machines. These host machines are completely managed by, this is one host machine and this is another host machine. Yes. So for them, you have a hardware, right? And on top of it, you have a hypervisors. We learned all these things. Huh? Hardware. Top, you have hypervisor. On top of hypervisor of this AWS, what do we have on top? What are the VMs called? EC2 instances. Okay. Now, for example, here we have these people called Hari. We have Hari. So Hari and okay, Hari went and launched the EC2 instance. Guys, Hari went and launched the EC2 instance. So this will go and like this and create a launch an EC2 instance here in the host machine. Yes or no? You'll go and launch the EC2 instance over here now. So guys, does Hari need to worry about which host machine that EC2 instance should get launched or will get launched? Does he need to worry about it? No, he'll just go and launch the EC2 instance and it will get and launch the EC2 instance here on the host machine. And now let's say, for example, we have another person called Deepika. Whenever Deepika has launched the EC2 instance, it might go and launch the EC2 instance on the same host machine. Yes or no? Yes. The host machine is only for Hari? No, this host machine is for everyone. So when Deepika go and launch the EC2 instance, and it will go and launch, it might go and launch on the same host machine. So can you tell me, two people can talk to each other, two customers like this? Definitely no. That will be handled by whom? AWS. We don't care. We don't care. It is AWS that how he is placing the EC2 instance of different customers in different host machines. We don't care at all. So can we say that this host machine is shared by these two people here? Right. So here, if I say tenancy, we say this tenancy. Tenancy is here dedicated or shared? It is shared here. Okay. So now there is one more person. Let's say Sajia. Right, Sajia. So Sajia went and launched the EC2 instance. So this time Sajia wants a dedicated, he don't want, I don't know who she or he, but yeah, I think he don't want to have the EC2 Shia. Okay, yeah, sorry. So she don't want to have the EC2 instance shared to the different customers. So she need to she go and launch the EC2 instance and she wanted to have a dedicated host. What is that? Dedicated host. So whenever she launched the EC2 instance, so she is asking for a dedicated host. Now you understand what is the meaning of dedicated host? So here, Nancy is dedicated. So which one is costlier? Obviously, dedicated is much, much, much costlier. So 90% of the people go with the shared tenancy only. But if at all you have a requirement that you don't want to share anything to anyone, then like, big government company, government projects, or, anything very confidential stuff, then in that case, you need to go for banks and all. You need to go for that dedicated stuff. Of course, it will cost more. That's what I said. So if any customer need dedicated, or if he need a physical, he's mostly owning the physical machine, right? He's owning the entire physical machine. Yeah. No, direct connects. So we are talking about the inside the AWS. Direct connects is outside the AWS, connecting to the AWS. Hari, don't get here. Direct connect. Share is not secure. Definitely it is secure. Why not? In AWS, everything is secure. There is nothing called not secure. Is this clear till here, everyone? Understood the pricing models. And AWS came with another pricing model, which is called savings plan. It is also related to, write down the savings plan. It's also related to the reserve instances only, right? But you will understand more little bit, because we have some wordings or technical words that you don't know yet. So once we learn that, you will understand the saving plans whenever you read in single line. So will it be mentioned requirement to use dedicated host? Yes. If secure, then why dedicated required? Because it's a huge transaction. Yes, of course. If it is secure, people say it is secure. Okay. Going by bus is secure. Is it not secure? And going with your own car is also secure, right? But you see the difference between going in the bus or by car. Yes, privacy. Privacy is nothing but they don't want to share. Clear? Is it clear, CC, till here, everyone? Slowly, smooth as butter, aram se. Okay. So now let us talk about little bit more. Now we understood. Okay, you tell me here based on, okay, now in our course, you tell me which pricing model that we should be using it in our course. On demand only. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, so now, so we'll talk about something called EC2 families, or many people please use the word called instance types. Instance types. Write down the word called instance types. Very important word. Instance type. So guys, as I said, we have a pricing models, but the requirement also will be quite different, right? Requirements will be quite different also, right? For each and every customer. Yes, one customer will come and say that, hey, I need more power. Some customer will say that, hey, I need more memory. Some customer will come and say that I need more CPU. Some customer will come and say I need more storage. Some customer come and say I need more compute power. Yes or no? So is it good that AWS will go and give only one machine type? No, there are different machine types. That machine here, we call it as instance types, a different kind of instance types. So based on the requirement, we need to go ahead and then choose different instance type. How? Based on our requirement only. There are different families like general purpose, general, like general instances, huh? And something called memory instances, huh? Like CPU instances. Don't jump, Lakshmikant. CPU instances. I don't do anything. Other students will scold. Your wish. Storage instances, GPU instances, like this. I wrote few. There are many. So there are different types of instances, guys. So when do we go for general instances? General instances category, you can go for all general purpose, for general purpose related things. You go for it like application hosting, etc., for everything. Memory instances, guys, if you need more memory, guys, for your application. Guys, definitely sometimes you need more memory for your applications, right? There will be a requirement, right? Yes. So few applications says that you need more CPU, go for this category. And if you need for more storage, go for it. And this one is for graphics. What is that spelling? Graphics, right? And then for going for heavy machines, go for it, guys. So there are different categories. Okay, now in general instance category, what are the things that you have? So guys, every family have their own instance types. Agree? Every family has their own different instance types. So every category or every family have their own different instance types. Definitely, yes. Okay, so let me take the first one, general instances family. Huh? General instances. In this family, we have instance types. Na? Guys, in general instances, we have instance types. Na? In family, what do we have? We have family members. Na? Family members are nothing but here instance types. We have different instance type. In general instances, you have different instance type. Let me give a few examples of instance types that we have here. Let's say T2 nano, T2 micro, T2 small, T2 medium, T2 large, T2 X large. Guys, like this, we have different instances and keep on going. Let's say, what is the capacity of T2 nano? Let's say for T2 nano is, let's say, for example, it has only 0.5 GB RAM or having only one virtual CPU. For T2 micro, you might have 1 GB RAM and one virtual CPU. T2 small kya hai? Those who know. T2 small, let's say, I don't remember, but 2 GB RAM and maybe 2 CPUs. T2 medium, so it keep on increasing this capacity size. What is T2 medium? Let's say 4 GB RAM, 4 CPUs. T2 large, it keep on, so maybe 8 GB RAM. So T2 X large, 16 GB. Understood, guys? It is based on so guys, based on your requirement, you have to go and choose it. But in our class or in our course, which one is the, hey, by the way, you know, you know very well, we have 1 year free tier course, na? 1 year free tier. So your EC2 instances are free. You can use for 750 hours per month. Guys, how many hours are free? And this is 1 year free for you. So you can launch the EC2 instance. Will it be any charge? Does AWS will charge if you launch any EC2 instance? No charge. And sorry, and you can use for 750 hours. 750 hours. So don't think that each EC2 instance is 750 hours. No. Let's say, for example, if you have 3 EC2 instance and running for 10 hours, how many hours calculated for billing? Yes, 30 hours. So this 750 hours is for the entire total EC2 instance that you are running, not for one EC2 instance. You understand? And it is free for 1 year. And whenever you are launching the EC2 instance, definitely you need to select the instance type. How many steps are there to launch the EC2 instance? 7 steps. So in one of the steps, you need to select this instance type. And guys, which is the instance type that you should always select is this T2 micro only. So this T2 micro is the only guy eligible for your free tier. So sugar patients, so if you want to go and launch, and if you say that no sir, I don't want T2 micro, I need bigger one, yes, go ahead and launch, but don't, and be ready for the bill. But if you don't want to have any bill, then definitely you have to all the time use, whenever you launch the EC2 instance, which instance type that you should use it, everyone put it. Write down, everyone, put it. Everyone should write down. Nice. T2 micro. So you should never forget that which instance type that you should be using it. It should be T2 micro only. Guys, remember, let's say whenever you go to your real time, when you go to your real time, um, and then if your manager says that, hey, go and launch T2 X large, and don't say that, hey, Khabardar, Maria sir asked only to launch T2 micro. Don't ask me to launch T2 X large. I don't go out of my areas of words. Be careful, manager. Right? So it is purely depend upon the requirement, guys. Okay. So as we are in the learning course, and if you don't want to spend money here, so as AWS is giving for 1 year free tier, so let's go and use only T2 micro. Getting it? Atharva is on. Yeah, always ask tomorrow there is class or not. First concentrate here. Let's try. Yeah. Okay, now you understood what is instance type, and then you will be using T2 micro only here. Good. So can you tell me, just now we have learned that resizable compute services. So let's say you have launched the EC2 instance T2 micro 1 GB. Later, can you increase this to 2 GB or 16 GB or 100 GB? Yes, we can do it. So guys, increasing the capacity of the particular instance, what is that called? Increasing the capacity of the server is called what? Yes, scalability. Remember. Now I'm coming up to this. So what is scalability meaning? We learned, right? Scale up and then scale down. Na? So now there's elasticity. How do you achieve elasticity in AWS using? Auto scaling. Fantastic. Superb. Yeah. And how do you achieve scalability here? Guys, can we say that scalability can be achieved by changing the instance type? Can we say this? By changing the instance type. Do you understand how do we achieve the scalability? So anytime you can scale up And anytime you can go and scale down. So remember, whenever you are scaling up, will there be any data loss? No data loss. Whenever you're scaling down, is there any data loss? No data loss. Guys, where is your data in the EC2 instance? Where is the data stored? Where is the data stored? In EBS. Oi, oi, oi. Why do you say S3? Whenever you're talking about EC2, why do you say S3? You should say what? EBS volumes. So whenever you launch the EC2 instance is separate. Whenever you launch the EC2 instance, it will come with the instance type. And then extra, what you need to attach it, you need to get the volumes and then attach it here. So as the data is stored here in the volume, do we have any work? If you do anything on this machine, will there be any effect on this volume? No. Everything is assembled. Everything is assembled here. Right? Do you understand the logic? Yes. Okay, I'll come to this. So let's say I have this EC2 instance. This is EC2 and it has, let's say for example, 2 GB RAM. This is T2 small, for example. Can I increase to T2 large? Yes. So you tell me, is it possible for me to increase the increase the instance type or to change the instance type while EC2 is running? No. You should, so what you need to stop the EC2 instance to change the instance type. Definitely you need to stop the EC2 instance. So what is that called now? If you stop the EC2 instance, what will happen for us? Can we say we need to have a downtime for this? So yes, if you want to increase the capacity of the server, definitely you need to have a downtime. So remember, if you change the instance type, data in the instance will not be lost. You understand the logic why? Yes or no? Mm, right? So there are different types of this one. Do you see this? So these are the example. There are different types of instance types. So we call it as T family, right? So T family or T2 family, T3 family, or T this family. Or none. There are many families. That's why I said all instance families. There are general purpose memory, CPU, GPU. Guys, no stupid will ask you all these things. What is P2? What is Mac 1? What is MG6 and all? No one will ask. So if you say that whatever you want to say. So here there are different types of instance types here. Based on the requirement, you have to choose it. There will be categories. So it is you can choose it. If you choose the T2 micro and increase capacity, so will it charge? Oh, If you choose a T2 micro, increase the capacities. Guys, if you have increased the capacity from micro to small or medium to, will it be charged? Definitely yes. Double nothing is free. We should always use T2 micro at the moment here in our course. Later, yes, you will be charged. After 1 year, definitely T2 micro will also be charged. So remember, memory, RAM and CPU will come as combining. So you cannot separately increase CPU or you cannot separately increase RAM. There is question, can I relaunch in different AZ or has to be same? What is that? Okay, whenever you launch the EC2 instance, while launching the EC2 instance, you have to select the availability zone, like 1A. And then you want to increase the capacity of the server. Na? You are not changing the availability zone. Just stop it and then increase the capacity. That's it. It will be still in the 1A availability zone. But if at all you want to move this EC2 instance to another availability zone, that is another case that we need to go slowly for that. Hold on for that. Yes, downtime is seamless. Yes, so it will take only couple of minutes or 3 minutes or 5 minutes maximum to do this job. If you apply the scalability, then still same. What is that? Still same meaning what? Scalability is different. Do we need to have a downtime for scalability, Chiti? Mm. Then you need to clearly say, Sumit, I cannot imagine what the question is. So yes, charges will be there. Nothing is free except IAM. There are few things that are free. Rest everything will be charged. Mm. Is this clear till here, everyone? CC? Okay. Okay. So guys, remember there are few things in AWS also that in free tier it will be free, but we need to learn everything, right? There are few things that it will be charged also. But as I said, like, okay, there is particular feature that is getting charged. That is, if we use it, we'll get the bill. But we should not stop learning all these things. So I'll be teaching those things also, but we will not be doing the practicals on it. Yes or no? Because that will be charged. And also that is just a checkbox tick. That's it. We need to just learn the topic. We should not skip it. Okay. So guys, there is a topic called burstable performance instances. What is that? Burstable performance instances. Write down that. Burstable performance instances. Burstable performance instances. So what is this burstable performance instances? So burstable performance instances, guys, it's just only a checkbox that you need to enable it. You just need to enable it. Okay, now I said, right. So guys, is it possible to separately increase RAM for the machine? No. So if at all you want to do something on the CPU, AWS came up with this something called burstable performance instances. Let me give an example. Here we have the EC2 instance, which is, let's say, for example, is T2 micro. And I have some application inside it. T2 micro meaning it has only 1 GB RAM. Huh? 1 GB RAM and only one CPU only for this. Okay, so if there is a huge traffic coming to this EC2 instance, will you be able to bear it? Right? No. So this machine will go off. So whenever you enable this burstable performance instances, so whenever it consumes this one CPUs already, so whenever you enable the burstable performance instances, there is a concept called CPU credits from AWS. CPU credits. So AWS in the backend will provide you the CPU as credits, CPU credits. So how does it provide? How many it provides? It's based on the instance type. So let's say, for example, I'll write it. CPU credits will happen based on instance type. by AWS. So guys, you no need to worry about it. Just a bloody checkbox you need to select it. And based on the T2 micro, let's say for example, for T2 micro, you will get 6 CPU credits. That meaning you will get 6. This and automatically from one, how many CPUs will be there for the moment for this machine? You will get 6. So the application will still hang? No. Right? Application will sting. It will hang? No, it will not hang. It will definitely not. It will consume these 6 CPUs. It will consume the 6 CPUs. So whenever it has a 6 CPUs, the EC2 instance will perform well until the CPU gets exhausted again. So EC2 instance will enter into burstable mode, and burstable mode and give high performance for limited period of time only. So don't expect that it will give completely full performance and right. Limited period time only. Yes. So if it is giving a high performance continuously, then everyone will go with this concept only. They don't touch even T2 large or big machines. So if at all, and remember, this is only for T2 and 3 instance type. This supports for only T2 and T3. Yes, it will exhaust and it will be ideal. And then again, the CPU credits will be happening. The backend, it's a continuous process. And it is billable. And it is billable. How many EC2 instances can be launched free initially? It is not about how many EC2 instances you can launch free. It is about you can launch. Okay, by default, how many EC2 instances you can launch in your fresh account free? 20, I said, right? So 20 you can launch, no issues. But if you are using 20 machines, you have launched and use it for 1 hour also. How many hours calculated? 20 hours. It's all about 750 hours, guys. You can launch how many EC2 instances that you want under 20. And it's all about 750 hours. Is this clear till here, everyone? Sisi, any questions? Good. So let's go slowly. Let's stop it here. So take the screenshots. Yes, you will get it, Akash. Eid Mubarak. Thank you. Thank you, Santosh. Tomorrow is Eid, na? Okay, tomorrow will be the Eid. So definitely there will be a holiday. Thank you. Thank you. पार्टी चाहिए आ जाओ इधर गलिया में हमारे हैदराबादी गलिया में आ जाओ जी हलिंग खा लेंगे and yes, so third, thank you everyone. Address ఇస్తే ఎక్కడైనా వచ్చేస్తారా Krishna, Sagar, can you add Krishna's number to that WhatsApp group? And yeah, I'll take another screenshot meanwhile. మీ ఫేస్ చూడాలి సార్. చూడండి అక్కడ. నా ఫేస్ ఏం చూస్తారు? ఏమనంటే హర్ట్ అయిపోతారు. So tomorrow will be a holiday, guys, as a occasion of Ramadan. And fourth we can take a class, okay? Because fourth night, ayyo, hurry. Fourth we'll be having a class, okay? Morning. And fifth, sixth, I will be taking the holiday. The next class will be on the Monday. Okay, so we'll have a class on Wednesday. Okay, na? So tomorrow there is no class. And then Sagar, if someone is asking, you can just put it. Yeah. Thank you for your love. Naidu and Lakshmi, who is that? Hari, yeah. So fourth, we'll be having a class. We'll continue this EC2. And I can also continue, but let's talk. But no, it will be difficult. I don't want to do half and half. Yeah. Great. Did you took the screenshots? Okay, good. Great. Can you give the final CC for today? Yes. So great. So that is all, guys, for today. And I'll see you on Wednesday with the next topic. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day and see you on Wednesday.